So we're going to make our own metal tooling piece. If you don't have metal tooling, then you can use aluminum foil. I'd recommend the heavy-duty aluminum foil, like the heaviest duty that you can find. They have it at the grocery store, just aluminum foil. And I have it cut into 3 inches by 3 inches. And same thing with a piece of paper. I cut it into 3 inches by 3 inches. So I drew my design. You can make a radial design. Remember, we did these like in 3rd grade, if you were here, where you start in the middle, fold your paper. So it is like a taco, like triangle. Then you can fold it again. So you have 2 triangles. Or you can fold it 1 triangle and then fold it the other way. So you have an X in your paper. Same thing that I did with this one. Folded it 1 direction, then the other direction. Then opened it up and started my design in the middle. And I don't know if you've seen these before. They're like little pebbles. I'm going to use this for like a gem to put in the middle of my design on the gold side. You can use silver for aluminum foil. I just happen to have this gold too. And so I finished my design, started in the middle and made petals come out. You could use any kind of symbols that you want to use. I'll put some ideas, or not, maybe, you can even think of your culture, like what kind of symbols there are that are special to you, or make a radial design like this that starts in the middle and make your own design that comes out. There's so many things in nature that are radial designs, like sea animals like starfish and sand dollars and flowers and all different kinds of things that have radial designs, even tire hubcaps. Then you're going to turn it onto the, if you're using aluminum foil, turn it to the dull side, not the shiny side. So I'm using this, I'm going to use gold. And tape your design onto the foil, just the top left and the top right, like you did your scratch board. And then I have some leather, which I put underneath it so it's not a hard surface. Or you can use like rolled, neatly folded newspapers. You want to have a soft surface that your pencil was going to push down into. So this is called repousser, which is a French word for pushing the metal. And chasing is another term. You can see in the videos, the artist does chasing. The artist from Bali, the country in Asia, in the continent of Asia. You can look up Bali. There are so many different arts there. And they have a metal tool, and they take a hammer and push that metal tool along to make lines. So I'm going to pretend this is like my metal tool, and I'm going to pull or push or pull. I think pull is better for a pencil. And make the circle, which is where my gem is going to go. So real jewelers emboss the metal to make designs, to raise the surface and push down on the surface. And they would put a bezel around this, which would be a piece of metal that goes around it, like I did this ring. All these little stones have bezels around them to hold them in. I don't know if you can see it okay. And so that's how they would be holding this gem on, but I'm going to use glue. So I have that part done. Now I'm going to make the petals and push down into the metal. When you did your scratch board, you were kind of engraving it, so you were carving the metal. But this one is repousser, it's pushing the metal down. So like if you're here in 3rd grade, we did this with our shields. We pushed the metal down to make the design, and when you turn it over, you have a raised surface. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this petal. And I'm going to put another line around it. So now when you take the paper off, you can see that your design is pushed into the metal, and it's going to be raised on this side. So I'm going to take the paper off and carefully, and then go a little bit deeper into the metal with my pencil. Or if you have a wooden skewer, those work very well too, like those skewers that you make kebabs with. So I want to go deeper now into the metal, emboss it deeply. Or chase it, actually. This is called chasing, pushing that metal. Well, chasing is making lines in it. I guess embossing is pushing the metal up. Chasing's more like drawing the metal, drawing on the metal. Oh, I need glasses. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. And I think I want to make these parts look like little granules from the second video, which is just amazing. I hope you enjoy that video of the Senegalese artist. I worked with a Malian artist who taught me many different techniques, which are just like that Senegalese piece that he did in Mali. It's called Dola, that gold two-cone piece that's soldered together. Solder is when you take a metal that will fuse the two metals together with the heat. Let me push down this circle again. Now you can see that these raised up a little more. You can punch them. If it's not going raising up high, then you can add more layers of newspaper or leather to make it go deeper. That's the jazz workshop playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, so that's how it looks. So I did this with the middle part, but I forgot that I'm putting or I can glue a gem into the middle of it, like with hot glue. Or you can buy these plastic-like gems and glue one of those into it. Now, let's see, what do I want to, maybe I'll do the raised granules around this negative space and push little designs into that. Okay, so that's going to look like that. I'll take a picture close up so you can see, and go over your embossed or repoussé lines. They're also called embossing when it's like when you use chasing and repoussé, it's called embossing too. And make them raise up really nicely. Now you can see this part is coming in. If you want to raise that part, you can use the eraser and push on that part. And that inside will raise up like this. It's very shiny. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks so beautiful. This metal tooling foil you can get at dickblick.com, DICKBLICK, or enasco.com, which is where I get lots of art supplies. Or just go to HEB and get some heavy-duty aluminum foil. And you can make so many beautiful metal things. So now my flower petals in the center will be raised also. I could put textures in the middle of them too, and just kind of chase lines into those, or raise those up, and then they'll be repoussé. And there you go. That's how it looks. If you use a gem, then you can put hot glue on it and hot glue your gem into the center. These are a little bit sharp, so maybe you can take like a tool, maybe a screwdriver, and make a line right there, and then try to fold those over before you start so that you have like smoother edges. Okay, have fun making a repoussé metal. I mean, you could make a necklace out of it. You could punch holes right here with a hole puncher and string some string through it. You could make long ones and make a bookmark, however you would like to use it.